The NFL season has hit high gear, and off we go in Week 11 on EA Sports.
And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29. A run now for the rookie out of Georgia.
And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. It'll go as a loss of 3 right away, and it's second down.
With his size, he's a tough man to bring down, but they do a nice job there stopping his progress and not allowing him to get back to the line of scrimmage.
A 3-yard loss to start the drive. They'll look to make that up and then some on 2nd and 13. Operating from the gun, Logan. Man open, that's Deebo Samuel. Now inside the 25. And finally wrestled down at the 11. A big play there on the catch and run. 63 yards.
Just a breakdown there defensively. It looked like someone got their wires crossed because no one seemed to pick him up at all. He's running free, and there's not a quarterback in the league who's going to miss that throw. That's a huge play.
First carry of the game for Christian McCaffrey. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. What a difference a play makes. A huge step forward and now a small step back as he loses a yard or two.
The job of any linebacker involves having enough strength to fight off a blocker and get to ball carriers. But in this case, I think we can safely say he beat him right off the snap to get into the backfield and make that play.
Operating from the gun, Logan being chased out left. And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, San Francisco. A great effort there with his 16th touchdown of the year. And the 49ers have taken the early lead on the road here at Lambeau. Moody good with the extra point. And it's now a 7-0 game.
So here's Moody back out there now to send this one away. And able to take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line. Love going to break the huddle, lead the Packers up here 1st and 10
at their own 28-yard line. First rep of the game for Josh Jacobs. And nothing much materializing there on the first down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it.
You look at this Niner defense.
They enter play ranked 8th against the run in the NFL.
Most of their challenges have come in the passing game because against the run, they've been pretty darn good. Now you've got to figure out a way to slow down those receivers before they get downfield and maybe make a few more plays on the ball when it's in the air.
They'll wind up getting 7 on the play, and that's going to bring up 3rd and 2. Charles, Thursday night game, I think a lot of teams probably say shrink the playbook somewhat. Is that correct?
I think you're right about that because you just don't have the amount of time that you have in a normal week to put in a full playbook. So as you said, you shrink the playbook. Pick out the plays that work best for you. And you know what else you're looking for?
What's that?
Who are the freshest guys coming off the last game to play on a Thursday night? Guys have a little extra pep in their step. You go to them early and often.
3 yards there, good enough to keep the drive moving.
First and 10 at the 39-yard line.
Striker, 3-3. Black ultra.
Play action this time with Love. Throw left side complete. That's Parks. And he gets this one to midfield before he's brought down. 11 yards and a Green Bay Packer first down. Counting down toward the midway point in quarter 1.
Ultra. Go ultra.
Here's Jacobs on 1st and 10. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
The Packers at 4-5, a game under 500, and they come in off the extended break from the bye.
And I think it was much needed as well because you play 2.5 months You know you're ready for some time off in order to get prepared for the home stretch. In fact, when they looked at the schedule to start the season, I think they liked where their open week fell.
This defense for the Niners, they were very strong in the win last week over the Giants.
And no matter what's done throughout a ball game, it always comes back to blocking and tackling. That's the essence of football. But I think it's hard for people to understand just how difficult it is to tackle, especially open field. Very few missed tackles on tape that I saw last game. This team does a nice job of getting their opponents on the ground.
And this pass broken up. And the contact well timed there, and now 4th down.
Brandon, we saw these defenders flying to the football in their win last week, and nothing has changed. They're still moving around quickly and forcing incompletions.
On 4th down, Love. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And they will touch him down, but not before he gets the first. So not only do they convert on 4th, but they pick up 22 yards in the process. Now Love. Oh, it's intercepted. A drive killer there. Picked up by Diamador Lenore. And the 49ers are going to get the football back at their own 17.
Definitely not the ideal time to see that mistake, partner, because this is still a one-possession game, and that's at least a field goal that just vanished with that turnover. Now, pressure's on defensively to prevent that pick from turning into points for the other side.
The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. Well, partner, fast forward with me for a second. Remember, next week they have the open week, so they're going to get some extended rest. Does that change how they manage the rest of this one?
I think it does a little bit, but not by too much, because you're right. You get the extra rest, you get a chance to heal up and kind of, do a little bit of a reset for this team. But it's also 7 extra days to think back to the last time you were on the field. So now, a little more importance on what they're getting done because they carry it with them for essentially 2 weeks.
So the completion results there in 9 yards. And that brings up 3rd and a full 10 yards.
It's not quibble about the gain there on 2nd down. That was a positive play because that was a take-what-you-can-get situation. Got out to the tight end. Now it gives them a much better opportunity to convert on 3rd down.
Out of the gun now on 3rd down. Flush to his right.
He's got his target. That's complete. And he is going to have a 49ers first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Well, as a coach, you absolutely love seeing your offense find their rhythm early, and that's exactly what we've seen so far. They had a touchdown on their opening drive, and now they connect here for another nice gain for a first down. This offense is moving the ball well, exactly as he drew it up in practice.
And they will only muster a yard here to the 38.
You look at this Packers defense.
They're a top 5 unit right now against the pass in the league. In fact, they sit at number 5.
Yeah, defending the pass hasn't been an issue for them. It's been stopping the run. And if they don't stop the run, they can't get back to their strength, which is guarding against the air attack.
And getting this just shy of midfield, they'll spot it at the 49.
The Niners passing game in sync now. They've got another first down.
Well, they've certainly done a nice job spreading the ball around on this drive. This time he gets it out to his back, and it's another nice play and another first down. They've got the defense on their heels a little bit. They're reacting instead of being aggressive and making plays.
And this turns into a nice gain with a slide at the end. The coverage may be too good that time as he breaks away for 19 with his legs and a first down. After 7-0 on EA Sports. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Back to throw. Logan.
That swung out wide to Harris.
That was play number 7 on this drive, and it got him 7 yards.
The defense was ready for the back to leak out and even had a second player waiting to double him up. If you're going to commit to doubling a back, you better prevent a completion, but give him credit. Extra determination, extra effort turned it into a successful play.
And this won't be enough to pick up the first. A gain of 2, 3rd and 1.
that run wasn't a big breaker, but I don't think the guys on offense mind very much. They've got a nice drive going, and they might just be luring the defense in a little bit. They could probably come back with a play action, maybe go over the top. But right now, on this drive, their playbook is open.
Trying to pick it up on the ground with Harris.
And he will have the first before he's brought down right on the chalk of the 20.
Just about every coach we talk to says the crowd shouldn't affect us. That shouldn't be an issue. And in the next breath, they talk about taking the crowd and taking them out of the game by picking up first downs and keeping them at bay. I think we just saw an example of that there, didn't we?
Important to do, especially early in the game like they have. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves them with 2 to go on second down.
And there wasn't much room for the big tight end to do much after the catch. But at least he was able to pick up a solid gain to help his offense continue to move in the right direction.
More muscle up front for this 2nd and 2. They've got 3 tight ends out there. Harris running straight ahead.
And he's stopped after a gain of 1. Not enough. Still a yard to go on third down.
What an advantage having an elite guy in the middle of the defensive line, because not only does he take up the space and let the linebackers run free, but he can also make plays himself, as we just saw there.
They'll look to make it 3 for 3 on third down conversions. They need a yard here. Another run, this time McCaffrey. It's a loss of a full 3 yards, and it brings up fourth down.
A great job there by this defense. They give up the long drive, but in the end, it looks like they'll force a field goal attempt.
And this one is right through.
So another scoring drive there, Charles, and an early 2-score lead.
You'd like the 6 there, partner, but you'll take the 3, and I think they have to be happy about the way they moved the ball in these first 2 drives. They have to feel good about their opportunities the rest of the game.
So after the made field goal by Moody, he's back out to kick this one away. And we will not have a return. They'll bring this to the 30. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. They find themselves down 10-0 early after the interception on their opening drive led to a field goal.
So now they've got to pick up the mantle a little bit. You mentioned the team's down 10. They've helped contribute to that. How are they going to get their team back into this ball game? Run the offense that you think is going to be effective and execute it at a high level.
Running straight ahead is Jacobs. And some room to run now. And he's going to get this one down to the edge of the red zone.
For 30 more yards and another first down.
Pretty explosive run on that inside handoff, and when you're a runner of his caliber, you don't need a big crease.
You really don't, but also what we're seeing is an offensive line that's taking charge at the point of attack, aren't we? Not only are they controlling the initial contact, they're actually utilizing what they call the strain, the next 2 to 3 seconds, to continue to move people.
So 8 yards on the completion there, and it'll be 2nd and a couple. Jacobs going to try the middle, and he'll only get a yard to bring up 3rd and 1. This defense against the run, by the way, they're not top 5, but they are top 10.
So what's your philosophy here? Do you try and run the ball against a team that's pretty good against the run? What if you're a pretty good running team? If so, you might want to go ahead and run it anyway, because that's your strength.
Pass to the sideline and pulled in. And he'll be touchdown here, but not before he does pick up the first.
Jacobs will take this one in for a Packer touchdown. Braden Narmison out for the extra point.
And they're back within a field goal. It's 10-7 now. So just a 3-point game now as they send this one away.
And no run back forthcoming, so this will come out to the 30. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And they have the game here followed by the open date on their calendar next weekend. And Charles, this is a crew that you have to think really is relishing the opportunity to be on the couch for a few days.
Yeah, they certainly are, but let's face it, partner. They can't get caught looking ahead to that couch time while they're playing this one. They've got to take care of business first.
Successful start to the drive, 17 yards, and moves the sticks. He's been the forgotten man in this first half. Not a guy you want to forget. Not only his first catch, first time they've targeted him.
That doesn't make any sense, does it?
Not
because
at all.
those are the types of plays that he provides. When he does come alive, when they do look his way, not only is it a big catch, it's a first down.
And the running lane's non-existent in this first half as they'll stop him behind the line. So after the loss of a yard, they'll look to push forward here on 2nd down and 11. Operating from the gun, Logan. Had his hands on it, but dropped it. The rookie making a little bit of a rookie mistake. 3rd down.
Looked like they had an opportunity for a big play across the middle, but he didn't have the concentration or the focus necessary and dropped it before he could haul it in.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Looking to throw. Logan. Packer pressure, and down he goes. Rashawn Gary that time fighting free and getting to the quarterback. So on 4th down, here's the Australia native Mitch Wishnowski to punt this one away. He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away. That'll be a 41-yard punt, just 1 yard on the return. And it'll be Packer football here, 1st down and 10. About set to get this drive started, the Green Bay offense at the line. It was still more than a minute to go in the half. Time to try to mount a drive.
And I would think that they would have to. This is today's NFL. You got to push it whenever you get an opportunity. You can never have enough points with the high-powered offenses that you face. And analytics will tell you, try and score when given the opportunity.
2nd and 10.
Here we go.
To throw now. Here's Love. Escaping the pressure right. He throws it on the move, but can't connect as that falls incomplete.
Well, they approached this drive with a lot of confidence after their last one ended up as a touchdown. But incompletions on their first 2 throws has them huddling up and trying to figure out a big play here on 3rd down to get their momentum going again.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions.
Let's go.
Love. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he's going to have the Packers 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. They will throw again here with Jordan Love. That's to the tight end, Musgrave. The Packers going to use one of their timeouts as they stop it here with just under 40 ticks to go in this first half.
When this offense can get their tight ends involved, they can move the football. Here, a nice route, able to look it in, and picks up the 1st down.
Here we go. Here we go. Set.
Out of the shotgun, it's Love. He finds his man, complete. That's Parks.
And when you're playing a quarterback with some experience and some moxie, you enter the danger zone when you decide to blitz him, because if he's able to diagnose as he did on that play, he can hurt you downfield.
He reads defenses so well, doesn't he?
He really does, and the best part about that play for him, I don't think that was his primary target.
I don't think so either.
I think he had the read, figured out where the blitz was coming from, and went to a secondary target for a really nice gain.
Here's Love. And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively, and now it brings up 3rd down.
He did a fine job there of not hitting him before the ball arrived, and I've got to tell you, you can often mistime that play because of the angles of approach. When you're going to get him, sometimes you panic as well and think, I've got to be there right now. Instead, in this case, timed it perfectly and knocked it free.
Well, the other day they told us when we've got 3rd and 5 or less, we have to be able to convert. And I guess every team would say that, Charles, but an opportunity missed there.
What they were trying to tell us, is they believe it's a matchup game at that point, and they liked some matchups that they had, thought they could exploit them, unable to do so on that play.
Feeling like they're not quite in field goal range yet, they're going to go for it on fourth.
Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete.
Now the Packers going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 21 seconds to go here in the first half.
So now following the roll of the dice, they've got a 1st and 10 inside the 35.
To pass, here's Jordan Love. He finds his man, complete. It's Reed. Now the Packers going to burn their third and final timeout.
So as they talk it over, we step aside.
How about a nod to the sequence of plays they're putting together here? This has been death by 1,000 paper cuts on this drive. But this is one of their best plays yet, and they're able to move it down into the red zone.
Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
A good job in coverage there. They took away his top read on the play, so he went through his progressions and ended up settling on his running back who scored on their last possession, but the coverage held. It goes incomplete.
Come on, set.
Love now. Flushed out right. And he just chucked that one out of bounds, out of everyone's reach. Maybe a wise call not to take a sack in this part of the field. It brings up third down.
I'm really liking what I'm seeing from this defense because their coverage has been playing at a shutdown level so far. Even backed up late, they're forcing incompletions and fighting to keep them out of the end zone as the first half winds down.
Again, it's Love. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
Well, it's been a tough go for them. These guys have been driving down the field, but defensively, once they got their backs to the goal line, turned up the pressure, that's going to lead to a fourth down. Well played.
Narvis's kick is good,
and that will knot us up at 10. So they're able to make things level just before half and also leave very, very little time on the clock.
And I love the way that you phrased that. Brought a little soccer into it, and that's really apropos considering they just kicked a field goal to tie things up.
That's it for the first half. 2 more quarters to go. We'll have plenty more to see after the break. And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, getting set for quarter number 3 here. And ready to get the party started for the second half. It was an even first half, all tied on the scoreboard.
and they'll start this drive just across the 30. Pretty nice work on the return.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway.
It's a tie football game here. What do you think, Charles, the message was at halftime?
Well, I think that they probably just looked at things and said, we're fortunate that this is a tied game. No need to panic, no need to change a whole lot. We didn't play anything close to our best in the first half, so we don't have to go out and win one for the Gipper. Let's just go out and play our best football and win one for us.
Check view. Clock 10.
Here's Jacobs from the gun, and he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. He'll lose a yard on the play, so now they need 3 yards on third down.
Sometimes you just sit back and marvel at what he can do defensively. Speed, strength, quickness, he's the whole package, and that package just wrapped up the runner for a loss.
The 49ers have an extra defensive back on the field, a nickel set for third down. Love looking to throw it.
He's got his running back out of the backfield.
Yeah, he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. A big play that time on the catch and run, and it'll move the chains. So from inside Niner territory now, this is 1st and 10 at the 37-yard line. Working out of the gun, Love. He's going to rifle one deep left side.
That is incomplete.
I'd say that he learned from his costly red zone pick earlier in the game because this time he puts the throw away from where any defender can make a play on it. Unfortunately, he also sailed it over his intended target, and that doesn't work out well either.
Now a 2nd and 10.
Throwing. Love. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
Partner, what we're seeing so far is a defense is certainly coordinated. Both levels doing their jobs in tandem. The back helping the front helping the back. The pressure got home on that last play and forced him to try and throw through contact and short of the sticks.
Going back to Love. That is caught and brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. It's a first down, his 4th catch of the game after having 3 in the first half.
It's taken a while for this offense to get going. A little creaky at the start, but they're oiled up now. A nice throw there, and they're really putting together a good drive.
Let's go.
And they'll send the tight end in motion here.
22 needle. Hut.
Again, he'll drop to throw.
Throw caught by Musgrave.
And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another first down. Here's a handoff to Jacobs. And he'll be brought down this time at the 5-yard line.
54 yards rushing for him now in the ball game.
That's a strong pickup right there on first down. And as this drive goes on, we're seeing an offensive line and running game imposing its will.
2nd down, Jacobs once more.
And he's dropped just before the line to gain. 4-yard pickup leaves him with 3rd and 1.
A yard all they need, but it's 3rd down.
Set. Steal. Check steal. Ready. Go red. Smack red. Set.
They'll stay on the ground with Jacobs.
And Jacobs, I don't think is going to get there, no. It appears they're going to mark him short of the 1st.
They'll be marked inches short. No gain on the play, and that's going to lead them to 4th down.
Here we go. Set.
Back to throw. Love.
That's hauled in by Musgrave for the Packer touchdown.
A 1-yard touchdown pass.
And the Packers have taken the lead as they go right down the field and score on the opening drive of the 2nd half.
Extra point right down the middle. And that makes it a 17-10 score. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away.
And this return going to come to a quick end as he is belted at the end of that one.
The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive.
Well, Charles, you and I said in intermission, feels like we're set up for a good 2nd half. Well, the other side scored. Now it's up to them to answer. How do they respond here with their first drive of the 2nd half?
Well, bottom line is they just saw the ball go in the end zone against their defense, and they saw what good offense looks like. They believe they've got a good offense as well. Run the best plays you've got to the top performers you have and try to move that ball down the field for an answering score.
A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10. McCaffrey running up the middle.
And he fights forward for a modest 2-yard gain, 2nd down.
Well, any lane that might have been open there was closed pretty quickly, and that was because the defensive front, they won that battle at the point of attack at the line of scrimmage. They used great leverage, held their spot, and stacked him up.
From just shy of midfield, here's 2nd down and 8.
Looking to throw. Logan. He completes it to Boyd. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. It's a gain of 22 as we tick towards 2:22 on the clock.
And that's the kind of play this offense needs to maybe kick them into gear a little bit. They've been stuck in neutral much of the game, Perhaps that can give him a little bit of confidence that big plays are out there.
So into Packer territory now. Here's 1st and 10 as they're down to the 29-yard line. Complete out to Samuel on the quick throw. And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on 1st down.
Now we'll pause here for an injury, and it's Deebo Samuel. He's the man in question right now who will need some attention. While they come out and take a look at him, we will step aside for just a moment.
Up the gut, McCaffrey. And they work this near the 5. He'll be stopped at the 6. A nice pickup of 14, and it moves the stick, sets up a 1st and goal.
Veteran running back like him, we've seen a lot of those chunk carries in his career.
And that's why you don't just look at his birth certificate and decide when a guy is done, right? Because you know as well as I do, in this league, as soon as you hit 30, they're looking to let you go if you're a running back. Sometimes there's a little tread left on the tires.
And a minuscule gain of maybe a yard from the 6 to the 5.
The yards may start getting a little tougher to come by down here near the goal line. That's good work defensively there on 1st down, holding them to a short gain.
And the ball smack dab on the 5-yard line. Here's 2nd and goal. Back to throw. Logan rolling to his right. A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
Well, defensively, they haven't let him just sit in the pocket and get comfortable, and that's opposite a lot of game plans in today's NFL. Ordinarily, you're trying to keep the quarterback hemmed in. In this case, they brought the heat, and if he flushes out, they're fine with that, and they force another incompletion.
And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes.
And while all of that was going on with a sack, it appears, unfortunately, we have an injured player.
And his kick is good. And that will cut this lead back down to 4 now. It's 17-13.
So the response to that touchdown on the other side to begin the 3rd quarter. Look, just 3 points, but still a response nonetheless.
You're exactly right about that, because I think you needed to answer back with something, even though it's not 6. Just enough to send a message that says, hey, we're not going away.
And a good effort on the return there. Gets him across the 30, up to the 33.
About set to get this drive started. The Green Bay offense at the line. Good drive last time. Really effective passing the football. Do you maybe mix it up, now go to the ground game and surprise the defense a little bit?
I would anticipate the defense making some changes, but I wouldn't necessarily just absolutely go in the opposite direction. They're doing so well throwing the ball.
Yeah, why
I wouldn't change it up until they showed me a reason to do so.
And he's got this one across midfield into 49er territory. 8 yards on the pickup, and now they'll have some options on 2nd and short. 1 quarter remains here in this Thursday night matchup. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back now at Lambeau. It's Packer football here as they've got the lead as well to begin the 4th quarter.
2 yards to go, 2nd down.
Set, ready. Set, go.
Now a fake on the jet sweep, and off the play action, he'll look to throw it.
Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
I think he had to unload that one before he wanted to. He was right up in his grill. I think he was a dentist there without a license, don't you?
Just not enough time for the play to develop. Just lucky it wasn't a fumble, really. Love from the gun. Open man, he's got Reed. And this will move the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the 49ers' 24-yard line. Off the option, here's Jacobs. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11. Run blitz there defensively, something we might see more of here in the 4th quarter.
I think we'll see a lot of it, and the difference between that and a pass blitz, you're just trying to get to the quarterback. You're trying to scheme someone open who will get to the QB and make sure he gets on the ground. In a run blitz, you're actually trying to cover up gaps, trying to cover up holes so they can't run the football.
So they'll get 8 out of that completion, and now it's 3rd and 3.
When you see zone defense and you know you've got a drag route on as your primary call, you've got to be really careful as a passer about how far you let your guy go because he might wander into some tough coverage.
He had a man open, but he missed him, and it's incomplete.
So decision time now, because a field goal keeps it a one-score game. What are you thinking?
Well, I'm looking at the down and distance, and that's where the issue comes in. It's not short enough that it's a no-brainer and you go for it. You have to analyze this one. To me, you take the field goal, take the points. I don't think you want to risk coming away with nothing.
From a defensive perspective, though, I think maybe they're saying, hey, we did what we needed to do, kept this a one-score game.
Yeah, without a doubt, because they were able to bleed some time off the clock, right? Put themselves in a good position, but it's not out of reach yet, okay? Being able to hold them to a field goal means that they do have a chance to come back and win this game.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And last time able to get 3. It's not what they wanted. They wanted 6, but they got at least something. They mustered something out of the drive.
They'll take it. I like the way you've described it. Not ideal, but they'll take it. Anything to put some points on the board. But this time on offense, they don't even want to see the field goal kicker trot on the field. They want that ball in the end zone.
Yeah, they'll be going for 6. 2nd and 1.
He'll get this out wide here to McCaffrey.
And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. 13 yards there and a Niner first.
I like the design that we're seeing right there. This is what they need. Down by a touchdown here in the 4th. They just need to keep working their way downfield. And when they see openings, take their shots.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down. Looking to throw. Logan.
Another grab here for the dynamic Christian McCaffrey.
And he'll go down inside the 45 before going out of bounds.
It appears they found something that's working, and they keep going back to it. I guess you can actually say he has the hot hands now, doesn't he?
Yeah, well, it's one thing to hit your guy out of the backfield once, hit him a couple times. Yeah, you're right. Maybe they're onto something.
And I think a lot of that is simply if you get it to him in space, more times than not, he's going to get more yardage than you expect out of each play.
Something we haven't really seen much of from him, an incomplete pass.
Yeah, last week he finished at 70%. This week he's up over 80%. I don't know how you slow him down. Pass rush is usually the best way because a quarterback on his back usually can't complete a pass.
Back to throw again.
He had him. He was open, but he couldn't get it to him. It's incomplete.
Nice back-to-back plays defensively. They're stacking momentum now. One incompletion, two incompletion. They're going for more.
Here comes the 49ers punter now, as he'll punt it away for the second time. .44 on his first punt, and this is a good kick as well. This one angles out of bounds in a good spot in the coffin corner. And they're going to mark this out of the 5-yard line.
That's double win there, partner. You keep out of the return man's hands, and you pin him inside the 5-yard line. Pretty darn good.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway.
Their defense got the stop, forced the punt, and now you really start to monitor the clock as they nurse this slim lead. 90 yards on the ground for him now as he has gotten better, really, as the night's gone on.
First and 10 at the 30-yard line.
Love, they go play action now.
They swing that out wide to Jacobs.
And he's brought down at the 34. Call it a gain of 4. He's already proven to be a factor in the running game on this drive. Now he gets involved in the passing game.
I think what we're seeing here is the modern version of workhorse in the NFL, being able to run it and catch it with equal proficiency.
Play action this time with Love. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
His back has been a dependable safety valve all game, so he went back to him when his first read was covered. Just unable to connect, so the play results in no gain.
The offense on third down tonight, they've converted 6 times and could use a 7th here. This will be 3rd and 6. To throw now. Here's Love.
And this pass broken up. Excellent coverage there on third down, as that was not an easy one to hold on to.
On now is the Packers punter, as he's on to punt for the first time tonight.
And good coverage there by the punt team. They're able to get down there and drop him with authority.
The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive.
The last series for him, a little disappointing, forced to punt. And now they'll try to do better here and come away with some points as they begin this drive. 1st and 10.
Throwing to start the drive. Logan. And the Packers give him nowhere to go, and they bring him down.
Quay Walker came through to make the sack.
A rough couple of weeks for the man under center. 5 sacks last week, 4 now this week. Do you try to design some quicker developing plays if you're an offensive coordinator?
I think you do that. I think you also change his launch point at times. In other words, move your pocket to the right, to the left, roll him out, bootleg it. Do some different things so they can't just rely on the fact that he's going to take 3 to 5 steps back in the pocket and line up and throw the football.
Yeah, current formula is not working right now.
I know conventional wisdom says, hey, don't get it all back in one play. But sometimes you go ahead and try to. They tried to get it all back on that one. Weren't able to do so.
And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down. Here comes the 49ers punter now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. Good coverage there holds him to just a 2-yard return following a punt of 44.
And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over.
On the double.
About set to get this drive started, the Green Bay offense at the line. Right now clinging to a 1-score lead, Charles, and I think operating within that 4-minute offense with a little less than 4 minutes to go applies here, right?
It certainly does, and that means the playbook is still wide open. But you are a little bit more careful about what you're calling. You want plays that are going to gain yardage, how would you say it, consistently, right? You don't need the big shots downfield, but make sure the clock continues to run. Pile up the first downs, and the goal, end the game with your quarterback kneeling down at the end, and you still have the lead.
Love. Open man is Musgrave, the tight end. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. This is something you got to be wary of defensively. I mean, just because they're in the mode of trying to burn some clock doesn't mean they won't pass it. And they got good yardage out of that one.
Yeah, and really, when you're looking at it, now they've got a fresh set of downs. Look for 2nd down. If they want to take another shot and try and loosen things up, that'd be the time to do it.
And not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10.
Hey, check mega.
So it's Packer football here as we welcome you back. They've got a 1st and 10 as they look to try and finish this one off.
Rail. Ready, ready. Ready.
5 points of contact necessary at this stage as they'll run on 1st down. And good work there in open space. And he's got this all the way down now to the 32. At carries like that, that's how they're going to continue to salt this thing away here, Charles, in the 4th quarter.
Yeah, how about that? A new set of downs. Clock continues to move. No better way to close out a game than to tap those mastodons you have up front and say, guys, keep pounding them. Let's keep the ball, keep their offense on the sidelines, and let's close this one out.
I like it. I like the call. Still an opportunity to run the football and chew up a little more time off the clock.
So 2nd and 9, and you'd have to figure just about all 11 probably crashing the line here. Now the 49ers going to take another timeout as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play.
Hey, cross field. Ready.
Once again, it's Jacobs. And he's going to have to protect the football and take his lumps here at this stage of the game as they stop him behind the line. And now the question everyone's wondering, look at the clock, late 4th quarter, do they put the ball in the air here on 3rd?
I don't. I run the football and I tell my offensive line, no leakage up front. I don't want my running back hit as I hand the ball off to him. I don't want any type of an issue. But if I am going to throw it, quick throw, out to the perimeter, maybe one of my best receivers running a quick slant or something like that.
Narvis's kick is good.
And that will extend their lead even further. So barring something extraordinary here in the closing stages, that field goal should just about put this one on ice.
Yeah, we've got to find 2 scores. So, you know, we're not going to exactly move it over there yet. It can be done, but, boy, it's going to be a little bit of a stretch for them, isn't it?
Yeah, they would have to move incredibly quick and have some luck, too.
This is 1st and 10.
Throwing to start the drive. Logan. Flush to his right. And he's left with no option here but to throw it away.
And once he got out of the pocket, you thought that maybe he'd take off with it, especially here in the 2-minute drill. Sometimes defenses are focused so much downfield that there's room to... But this time he decided to throw it unsuccessfully.
Here comes second down.
Back to throw. Logan. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete. Trying to go for the big one there on second down. Now they're likely down to their final 2 plays.
And you know they've got to keep going for the big shot, right? So defensively, you play what they call top down. Nothing behind you. Make everything get completed in front.
The Lambeau faithful making as much noise as they can. It's third down.
Escaping the pressure right.
He had a man open, but he missed him, and it's incomplete.
It's been a nice day for him as a passer and as a runner. One of the few mistakes he's made in this ballgame. The wrong choice on that one. That one goes incomplete.
The decision made for them. They've got to go. It's fourth down.
As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. Hit as he throws, and this is going to be incomplete. They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and the Packers are going to get the football back in excellent field position. So it's all over. A Green Bay victory, and they were spurred on by a strong performance in that fourth quarter as they held their opponents off the scoreboard.
Everyone wants to pitch a shutout for the entire game, but when you throw one in the fourth quarter, that tells everyone that you're getting stronger and dominance is starting to take over, right? The way that you close, the way that you finish, that gets preached to you from the time you're playing Little League football all the way up through, and they closed them out with a big-time performance down the stretch.
So for the Packers, it's a win that might keep them alive in the playoff race as they're back to 500 at 5-5. And they'll get a few extra days to get ready for next week where they take on the Minnesota Vikings. Meanwhile, for San Francisco, they've fallen out of things now as they sink to 3-8. And they will finally get an extra week to heal up a bit as they will get the late bye in Week 12. So for Charles Davis and our entire crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Next game, guess what? Charles and I will be here again. It's the NFL.